Throughout the course of human history, great civilizations have been built, thrived, and declined. Many of these have been well documented by historians, and later civilizations have been able to track their rise and fall. But some civilizations left clues as to what caused their demise, while the loss of others remains a mystery. Here are some of these puzzling lost civilizations. The Mayans. The Mayans reached the peak of their influence during the so-called Classic period, from around AD 250 to AD 900. Extended throughout the Yucatan Peninsula, modern-day Guatemala, Belize, and parts of Mexico make it one of the most dominant civilizations of its time. The Maya were quite advanced, demonstrating remarkable engineering skills and employing complex mathematics. The civilization appeared unable to sustain itself and experienced a dramatic decline at about 900 CE. Archaeologists now believe that the Mayans were victim of ongoing war coupled with climate change that resulted in famine, forcing an exodus from their largest cities. The decimation of the countryside, resulting in diminishing resources, may also have played a role. The KHMER Empire. On the other side of the world, the KHMER Empire had spread across modern-day Cambodia. Angkor was one of the civilization's largest cities, with an extensive system of roads and canals and an estimated population of as many as 1 million people. The KHMER Empire was at its height between 1000 and 1200 CE, and experts are unsure what caused the civilization to disappear, leaving its cities at the mercy of the relentless jungle. Theories range from war to environmental catastrophe. The Indus Civilization. The Indus Civilization, also known as the Harappan Civilization, was one of the largest in ancient history, extending over parts of India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan, and containing as many as 5 million people. At its height, the civilization boasted some of the world's most impressive architecture, among other achievements. It disappeared approximately 3,000 years ago due to an Aryan invasion from the north that brought about the Indus collapse, which was what the scholars originally believed to be, but that theory is no longer in vogue. Recent research instead suggests that the monsoon cycle essentially stopped for 2 centuries, making agriculture nearly impossible. Other factors, such as earthquakes or outbreaks of malaria and cholera, may also have played a role. Easter Island. Famous for the massive stone heads that line its coast, Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui, was home to a thriving Polynesian civilization that first settled on the island about 700 CE. Its residents were skilled navigators of the sea and demonstrated other advanced abilities. Some speculate that diminishing natural resources may have led to the civilization's decline. The seas and other factors may also have played a role. ANASAZI. In the dry Four Corners region of the present-day United States, the ANASAZI built spectacular stone dwellings into the sides of cliffs during the 12th and 13th centuries, some of which contained hundreds of rooms. Yet the cliff dwellings did not remain occupied for long, and the end wasn't pretty. Researchers have uncovered signs of massacres and cannibalism, as well as evidence of deforestation, water management problems, and a crippling long-term drought that many believe precipitated the slide into violence. Religious and political upheaval similar to the Protestant Reformation may have added to the chaos, which ultimately forced the ANASAZI to abandon their homeland by AD 1300 and flee south. As the term ANASAZI is considered offensive to their modern-day descendants, using ancestral or ancient Puebloans instead is more appropriate. Cahokia. Long before Europeans made it to North America, the so-called Mississippians had built a great city surrounded by huge earthen pyramids and a Stonehenge-like structure made of wood to track the movements of the stars. Although it is called Cahokia today, you can still see its remains in Illinois. At its height between 600 and 1400 AD, the city sprawled across 6 square miles and contained almost 100 earthen mounds, as well as an enormous grand plaza at its center. Its population might have been as much as 40,000 people, some of whom would have lived in outlying villages. The people of this great city, the biggest so far north in Mesoamerica, were brilliant artists, architects and farmers, creating incredible art with shells, copper and stone. They even diverted a branch of the local Mississippi and Illinois rivers to suit their irrigation needs. The city, a natural trade hub due to its position near the confluence of the Mississippi, Illinois and Missouri rivers, seemingly thrived in the 1000s and 1100s. But it allegedly started declining around AD 1200, right when a calamitous flood is known to have hit, and was long deserted by the time of Columbus's arrival. In addition to flood, researchers have pinpointed overexploitation of natural resources, political and social unrest, diseases, along with the Little Ice Age as possible causes for Cahokia's fall. And with that, we've come to the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video.